Dangerous Men from 1985 to 2005?
Yeah,
Somewhere
that's
there?
it's kind of ambiguous. I mean,
Started
released in
1980.
2005.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Jim. Take us away.
What do you want me to do?
What do you think about this movie, Dangerous Men? This was your idea.
Yes, it was my film. It was not my film. I did not direct this. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I had heard about this film a few years ago. I had heard that it was confusing, that it was worse than The Room. I had become very attracted to the mind-bending qualities of how weird it was. So I thought that this movie was going to be entertaining, but it turns out it's incoherent in a very boring way. So
Yeah.
Quotable.
yeah.
It's the audio is weird. There's a whole lot of weird stuff in this.
Oh yeah, no, don't. Just the two separate sequences where the same lady almost gets raped by the same guy twice, and that same guy gets choked out in the most implausible way twice, and each time she's just standing there like, yeah, I almost got raped, but I'm gonna watch this.
How does she not recognize that it's the same guy? No. How did he not recognize that it was the same woman?
He did. He's like, we had some unfinished business.
Oh, okay.
So that part
Is that the lady who was swimming in the ocean?
out of nowhere was playing like a child in the water.
This is just so incongruent with human nature. Like
The guy saves her, and then she just goes and puts her sundress on. Like, okay, I'm going home.
yeah.
Like,
And then
what?
watches.
She
Yeah.
watched so nonchalantly
attacked.
as he was like choking the guy out on the beach. She just stood there like she was bored.
and the way he was choking the guy out, like, okay, so he had a hand under the dude's chin and on the side of the head like this, just like this, and was just like, oh, I'm choking you. Okay, basic anatomy lesson, y'all. If you do that to a person, they will not pass out. Don't quote me on that, but I'm 93% sure that
Wasn't one of his hands on the guy's head?
Yeah,
Like, not
it
even
was-
on his neck?
It was like, and the other
Like,
wasn't
you-
on the. It was on
can't-
the chin. He was like this.
This movie's great. So
It's
movies
baffling.
that make me go,
Also, there's a butt knife.
There's a bug.
when I say what the heck is happening,
Yeah.
movies that make me say that multiple times, I like that sort of thing. Like what? Like, why did this happen? Wait, why are we here now? I
hate-
love that sort of thing.
I hate to say this, but this movie is so confusing that if it had better cinematography,
It won't make it any better.
no, I was gonna say it would be a postmodern masterpiece.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay,
It's one of those.
I gotcha.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe David Lynch could have salvaged this thing because, I mean, he likes confusion. And he likes people that don't act like human beings.
David Lynch would have watched this and be like, "What the hell's going on?"
Probably. I don't know. I think that's like the one path to salvation that it had is like, I don't know how you could possibly fix this thing because there's the big plot switch that happens right around the 2/3 mark of the movie where suddenly we go from following Mina in her quest to kill bad, or dare I say dangerous,
People.
dangerous men.
Ooh,
Not
there it
even
is.
men, because she killed that one chick.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure it was a chick.
I don't think so. I don't remember her killing a lady.
Remember, because we were like watching. You may have been into the gummy,
Not yeah.
but there was like the African American lady with the blonde hair just sitting there on like the wharf, and then out of nowhere she's like stab, like later. I thought it was a chick, but
I don't think that was a man. I think that was a man. I think that was an androgynous man,
no, probably.
if I recall correctly. But I mean, yeah,
I don't remember that part.
There's a plot switch that happens around the 3/4 mark where it just goes from following Mina in her quest to kill bad men, and instead it focuses on the quest for the biker leader, Black Pepper.
Oh.
So there's just a complete trade-off. We just abandon one plot thread in favor
Okay,
of
so
another one.
supposedly, the cop in charge of finding, like the detective guy,
Yeah.
is the brother of the woman killing people.
Yes. So I mean, it's tangentially connected, but
Right.
it's like a double helix. They just kind of weave around each
Because
other.
they had a
It's not really
sister
telling
who was-
one overarching story.
They had a sister who was killed, right?
They had the brother that was killed.
Brother that
The
was
brother
killed.
was
Yeah.
killed by the biker.
It's
And
yeah.
The biker named.
I only know this because I read the plot
I don't think
synopsis.
they
I
gave
wouldn't
that
have thought
biker a
this
name.
if I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
they didn't give that
Well-
that one biker a name, but I remember his partner's name was Scooter, which definitely is not a name of a biker.
Scooter.
They did give him a name, but I think it was like Tiger.
Oh yeah, Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger
I
and
thought
Scooter and Black Pepper. Yeah, these are totally biker names.
Oh,
yeah,
and
for
Dutch.
sure.
Don't forget Dutch, which was Mister I'm gonna rape you twice, and then get choked out in the most bitch ass way possible twice.
Right.
But the fact that there's the big plot switch off, how it just pivots from focusing on one plot to the other plot, that's the thing that leads me to think there's not even a way to fix this movie. You can't even imagine what this movie would look like better, because it's essentially just the first half of one movie followed by the second half of a different movie. Like,
Well,
what would you even fix?
It was one guy's dream to make this movie. John Rad.
It was a bad dream.
Not his real name.
Yeah,
That's true.
And also, like the last like little bit, like the final act, out of nowhere, I don't even know what happened to that one.
The blind lady? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
That was weird. That was very odd.
I love how it just ends and freeze frames.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? That's it?
main character number 2, possibly 3, gets like knocked out, and instead his police chief dude like is like, okay, I guess I'm the main character now.
Yeah, so it just keeps switching, and yeah, I mean, really, when the movie ended, at first I thought like that's where you end it, but then I started thinking about just how weird the entire lead up was. I mean, even just the fact that they did that whole switch. Okay, we're doing one movie. Psych, we're actually doing a different movie. And then I thought, how could you end this movie?
And then
Like
there
none
was
of the lead up has made sense. So yeah, I guess the ending shouldn't make sense either. I guess this is as good a place as any.
and that like 7-ish to 8-ish minute random tangent total where the one British dude is like walking around naked.
Yeah.
He's on the main cover, by the way,
Yeah.
like
Well,
covering himself with the leaves.
and
I
what
feel
did
like
that
they added that for
accomplish?
humor.
I'm a naked beauty in the jungle. It wasn't the jungle, it was the desert.
I think it was supposed to be the comedy relief.
Well,
Okay.
I feel like they could have made that work if they showed him, saying something awkward and inconvenient as he's shambling off into the desert naked, but sticking with it for an extra 5 minutes and then not even showing what his actual fate is, not showing him actually getting into like a hitchhiker's car or whatever,
Right.
not showing
Randomly
police or whatever
dancing
finding
for,
him.
like no reason.
And
Yeah,
then
it doesn't
everything
accomplish
about
anything
him.
plot.
it doesn't help that you tried to rape the lady.
Yeah, so we
So
don't really care.
Yeah,
Like,
we don't care about this guy.
Yeah, we don't care about his well-being. Like, I don't want you to get picked up.
Right.
Yeah,
You can stay out there.
we know he's a liar because, again, when he said that naked beauty line in the jungle, the only factual statement about that is he was naked.
Yeah.
Speaking of naked, Jim,
Oh, yeah.
tell me about the bush.
So, the main character, question mark?
Right.
Mina, when she commits her first murder in the film, she kills the man who killed her husband. They go back to a hotel room together. She deceives him into thinking that they're going to, how do I put this delicately, make fuck. And instead, right as she's going to do the deed, well, she has him do the strangest thing.
Rub my knees while kissing my navel
Yeah,
or belly
Belly
button.
button.
which
right.
is that's not how people have.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like this is completely
And she's-
incongruent.
And she made it clear, like, okay,
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
So like it was like something was supposed
As
to
if
happen.
you're gonna forget. Yeah.
Well, it was like it was leading to something that's going to happen
Yeah.
with the knees and belly button, but then
yeah,
it doesn't.
But then she pulls a knife
Out of a-
out from betwixt her cheeks.
Betwixt, like the
Yeah,
dollar.
She
from
had it
the
as her butt
Stranger.
crack.
Yeah, and then as she's stabbing this man to death, we see a fairly close-up shot of the knife entering his back as he's stooped in front of her, meaning that we also see the lower portion of her midsection, and that woman has a bush so big it casts a shadow onto the wall behind her.
I just want to take this moment to point out this is the second time we've done a review since Jim has joined us where someone has held something betwixt their buttocks.
That's true.
That's true.
Greasy Strangler.
Yeah.
Unless, was there
No.
a scene like, was someone hiding some bird seed between their butt cheeks? and
Nothing
they
in
didn't?
Birdemic.
No, the movie's not that interesting.
I had my butt gun the entire time.
So is this, if you've seen our Birdemic episode, is this better or worse than Birdemic, Jim?
I would say this is drastically worse than Birdemic. I've seen a lot of bad films in my day. I remember seeing The Room and Manos, The Hands of Fate, as I've previously mentioned. And I have to say those films look absolutely professional compared to this. Even Birdemic, as much as it pains me to say, was drastically, meaningfully better than this film.
I think
Because
Birdemic is funnier.
Yeah. Well, and at least they told a coherent story. He followed the through line from beginning to end. This guy couldn't even stay on topic.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Birdemic had a better story, which isn't really hard to, yeah. But for me, actually, I find this one more entertaining in Birdemic. More entertaining than Birdemic, where which one would I rather sit down with some friends and have like some brewskis or whatever with?
Right.
I would probably pick this one over Birdemic because people's reactions were more entertaining.
Okay.
Would be more entertaining. At least they were this time around with Jim.
I will say this one gave me a little bit more to think about than Birdemic did because, like I said, it was completely perplexing.
You didn't know what was going to come next.
No.
They were all over the place.
Which is strange, too, because it
That is
also
something
felt very predictable.
I do like that, though.
Yeah, that's true. Most movies
I
you
can't make
can
sense of
kind
this.
of find, like, you know what I mean? Like that coworker, Travis, like, movies bore me because I know what's going to happen next.
Uh-huh.
$10
movies.
says you give him this. Yeah. He wouldn't be able to predict. I wouldn't be able to. None of us did. Like, out of nowhere, this chick randomly goes from bar to beach to splash around in water to possibly get
R-worded.
R-worded, her pee-pee, and she's giggling the entire time, like giggle screaming.
Uh-huh. I noticed that, yeah.
Yeah, it does not sound like she's having a bad time.
Right.
He's tickling me with his penis.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, clip that out of context.
Some of the shenanigans. This movie was just, I don't even know.
Hey, Jim, I'm going to ask you a question, not to do with this movie. Have you ever heard of Fred Olen Ray,
No, never.
the director?
Never.
Oh, we have stuff to talk about after this then, because
Oh,
I have an
goodness.
idea for a movie.
Oh, God, it never ends.
Oh, no, he's probably one of the better ones.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep in
right.
mind, this is David saying this.
It's...
Oh,
When you said that the story in Birdemic was better, I thought there must only be like one or two films in existence of which that could be true, and this is one of them. How
we found
strange.
it.
How strange. That's a compliment that you could only give like one time. Like what a mess.
Well, I mean, I guess there's not a lot to say about this one. We could probably do a shorter episode this time.
Yeah.
I suppose so. I mean, it probably helps.
It's a short movie.
Yeah, it doesn't get anywhere near the 90-minute mark, so that was pretty merciful.
Even though it felt like they did try to pad it to reach that, like through some random ass, like the Black Pepper sitting there.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Black Pepper is like a 6'12" white guy with bleach blonde hair.
Uh-huh.
Where did he get that name from?
And why were we following him again? I don't remember that.
Yeah, but he has a random like belly dancer in his house.
There is a belly dancing
true.
scene that consumes about 3 minutes of screen time, and when you're making a film that's only 79 minutes long and you waste 3 minutes on a belly dance sequence and 5 minutes on the naked man in the desert, like what the fuck
There
are
was
you
a
doing with
lot
your
of
time?
random stuff that was getting focused on involving like whitey tighties and whatnot.
But you know what's funny is the guy who made the movie is making money off of this now. So this movie,
The universe truly is unfair.
It's our money.
the Mystery Science Theater guys,
Yeah.
and they do riff tracks.
Yeah,
now.
they did the riff tracks on this one.
They did this one,
Yeah.
and whenever Riff Tracks does something, it makes the guys money because they have to pay for copyright and all that.
Yep.
So yeah, like there's a bunch of low budget stuff, and
Excuse me.
I feel like some of the some films are made specifically. Okay, do you think Riff Tracks will pick us up?
Yeah, I mean, that
Know what
would
I
make
mean?
sense. There's probably like a micro niche market for that kind of a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
A film where buddies can just sit around like this, bullshitting about the ridiculousness of the film.
It does have a certain amount of social utility for that. And especially the fact that it is so brief means that if you do just want to shit all over a film with your friends, this is a good one to do because it doesn't really outstay its
Absolutely.
welcome.
There's a ton of those kinds of movies. And those are the movies I like. Just to be able to crap on it.
Yeah.
Like with people.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that it fulfills that purpose, but
Do you think people should watch it?
no.
Okay.
No.
Should they watch it with friends?
Maybe.
Make fun of it.
Maybe. I don't know, man.
I think you should. Go
there's
ahead
a
and watch
lot
it
of-
with friends and make fun of it.
There's a
I
lot of
second
other
that
bad
one.
films out there, though. You might want to watch Birdemic or The Greasy Strangler or The Room instead.
I still haven't seen The Room. All I know is that there's a scene with Tommy Wiseau's ass for an uncomfortably long amount of time.
Yeah, and
Yes,
he's like doing
there-
it. Like, he's
Is it
nowhere
Wiseau?
near.
Wiseau?
He's nowhere
So,
near.
meaning
But
I
Wiseau.
heard.
Tommy the bird,
Yeah.
it's a sex scene.
ass shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, his acting after having actually seen like parts of it. Yeah, on that episode, Tim and Eric, wasn't it?
Yes.
I was like, this is he's like not human. He's like an alien pretending to be a foreigner, pretending to be an American.
He's clearly like a Men in Black creature of some kind.
Yeah.
He belongs in the mailroom.
Agreed.
Okay.
Tommy Lee Jones, why haven't you caught him yet?
Seriously. And I have to say before we end here, those men weren't that dangerous after all. I feel
weren't.
like I got ripped off.
It's true.
Yeah, those men could have been way more dangerous.
Wait, give me a number.
Oh yeah, 1 to 10 bushes. How much do you give it?
I'm gonna give this one bush big enough to cast a shadow on the wall.
Okay, I normally don't. This is probably the lowest I've ever gone because I like these kinds of movies.
Yeah.
I'm doing a 3 bushes out of 10.
Oh,
And that's because I think if we all watched it together, I think we would have had a lot more fun.
yeah.
If we had watched this all together, I think
It's a great movie.
Especially with just us, I think probably could have gotten a little bit higher Bush factor, but unfortunately, this one I will go. I think I'm in the middle with this one. 2 big hairy bushes.
So I think that means our score averages out to a 2 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds about right. That's being
Sounds,
generous.
yeah, that sounds about
Yeah.
right.
because
Yeah.
it's
It's tough.
honestly, I just say out of all the lines,
I've
in
seen
the
worse,
film,
but it's tough.
there's only one line that truly sticks out to me, and that's the naked beauty in the jungle.
It's valid. I mean, I'll never forget the butt knife.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
the butt
you know,
knife.
The butt knife.
Yeah, there's no forgetting the butt knife.
Nope.
You know.
That's
I've
awesome.
seen dick gun.
Yeah.
I've seen titty cannons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen butt knife until now.
There's life before butt knife, and then there's life after butt knife.
Yep. We're in the after period now.
Yeah. Yeah, we live in a post butt knife era. Buckle up, kids. It's gonna
All
get
right, wrap
weird.
it up. The AC just kicked on.
Oh, well, thanks for watching, and as always, stay demented. Like, comment, subscribe.